Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off our presentation today with the topic, the pillars of justice and law. On this first slide, you'll see the main pillars that uphold our legal system, judicial and government. Over the next few slides, we'll explore what each of these pillars means and how they work together to ensure justice. So, let's get started and dive into understanding the foundation of our legal framework. Let's take a closer look at some key words related to justice. First, we have penalty. This refers to a punishment given for breaking the law, like a fine or even jail time. It's how the system enforces rules and keeps order. Next is case, which is a legal problem that needs to be resolved by a judge. Think of it as a specific situation brought to court to find out what's right or wrong. The court is the actual place where these legal cases are heard. It's where judges listen to the evidence and make decisions. Now, a lawyer is a legal expert who represents people in court. They help their clients understand the law and argue their case. The judge is a public official who hears and decides legal cases. They make the final call based on the law and the facts presented. Finally, judicial government refers to the system of courts and judges responsible for applying and interpreting the law. All these words are part of the core vocabulary of justice, helping us understand how the legal system functions to maintain fairness and order in society. Let's take a closer look at the key points on this slide. The main idea here is that laws need to be fair and equal, which helps protect citizens from harm and keeps order in our society. This is the core purpose of the judicial system. Now we can see the term fairness. It highlights that justice isn't just about following rules, but making sure everyone is treated equally under the law. This is fundamental to maintaining trust and fairness in our legal processes. Moving on, the question why is answered by the concept of courts. Courts are the places where judges meet with lawyers and citizens to hear cases. These are the venues where justice is actually administered, and it's important to remember that courts are central to ensuring fairness. Next, the question where is about legal issues. These are situations where a legal problem or a case arises, and it needs resolution. Whether it's a dispute or a question of law, courts are the setting where these issues are addressed. Then, when refers to the process of explaing laws and determining how they should be applied. This happens whenever a legal problem comes up, and it's crucial because it ensures laws are interpreted correctly and consistently. Finally, who points us to judges? These are the expert public officials who hear and decide on legal cases. Their role is vital because they interpret the law and make decisions that influence justice and fairness. So this slide gives us a clear overview of the 5 W's. Who, what, when, where, and why of the judicial system. Understanding these key points helps us appreciate how the system functions to serve justice for everyone. Just as a school needs rules to function smoothly, a country needs laws to maintain peace and protect its people. Without rules, freedom can actually become dangerous. When there are no guidelines, effective learning becomes difficult because chaos takes over. Items could be stolen, students might arrive late, and even worse, people could get hurt. This creates a situation of chaos where order breaks down completely. The example of a school without rules really shows us what can happen. It's a lesson in chaos. So, just like schools need rules to run properly, countries need laws to keep everything in balance and ensure safety for everyone. Laws are essential because they allow for a predictable and safe society. When everyone follows the same rules, it becomes easier to know what to expect and how to behave. This predictability helps us feel secure in our daily lives. Laws also protect people from harm and danger by setting boundaries and consequences for harmful actions. Without laws, it would be much harder to keep everyone safe. They also serve a vital role in maintaining order and preventing chaos. When rules are in place, society can function smoothly, and conflicts are less likely to escalate. Think of laws as the glue that holds society together. Without them, chaos could quickly take over. This slide emphasizes that peace and order are fundamental to a well-functioning community. Ultimately, laws are what keep us safe, organized, and able to live peacefully with one another. Let's talk about the importance of fair hearings for every individual. It's essential that everyone has access to a process where their rights are protected and their case is reviewed thoroughly. This isn't just about procedures, it's about ensuring fairness and justice at every step. When someone feels they've been treated unfairly, reviewing their case carefully can make a real difference in the outcome. Protecting your rights is at the core of what we're discussing, and this slide highlights the idea of the ultimate shield, a safeguard that defends your rights against unfair treatment. It's about having a reliable, just process that stands ready to review cases and ensure fairness. So, in the bigger picture, this is all about creating a system where every individual's rights are safeguarded and justice is accessible to all. This is how we build trust and uphold the integrity of the process. Can you think of more basic human rights? Well, besides the right to life and freedom of speech, we also have rights related to property, work, and education. These are fundamental because they help ensure that everyone has the opportunity to live with dignity and purpose. Property rights, for example, protect what we own and allow us to build stability. The right to work means everyone should have the opportunity to earn a living and support themselves and their families. Education is equally vital because it opens doors to knowledge and personal growth. All of these rights are part of what we call basic freedoms for all. They're about defining our rights and making sure that everyone, no matter where they come from, can enjoy these freedoms. When we talk about freedom in this context, it's not just about individual liberty, but about creating a society where everyone has the chance to thrive. So these rights, property, work, education, are essential building blocks for a fair and just society. They connect to our overall theme of human rights because they remind us that everyone deserves the opportunity to live freely, securely, and with dignity. The goal here is to restore order and ensure fairness in our justice system. When laws are broken, it's the judges who decide what penalties are appropriate, and these decisions are based on the specifics of each case. A penalty is essentially a punishment for breaking the law, meant to hold individuals accountable. This process helps maintain social balance and fairness, which is at the heart of justice. Remember, the idea is not just about punishing, but about restoring justice and making sure everyone is treated fairly under the law. When someone commits a serious legal violation, they might face serving a sentence in jail or prison. The key difference here is the severity of the offense, which determines whether they go to jail, a shorter-term facility, or a prison for more serious crimes. Another common penalty is community service, where the person performs unpaid work to help and benefit their local community. It's a way to give back while also serving as a consequence for their actions. Then we have fines, which involve paying a specific amount of money as punishment. Fines are often used for less severe violations, but they still serve as a clear consequence for breaking the law. These are some of the most common types of penalties, and they help enforce laws while also aiming to encourage responsible behavior. Understanding these different penalties is important in grasping how the justice system works to maintain order in society. So, in our government, there are three main branches, each with its own important role. The judicial branch is responsible for explaining and enforcing the laws, making sure they are applied correctly and fairly. The executive branch carries out the laws, putting them into action and managing their day-to-day implementation. And the legislative branch makes the laws, creating new rules and policies that guide our society. It's important to remember that these three branches don't work in isolation. They work together like a team. This teamwork is crucial because it helps balance power and ensures that no single branch becomes too powerful. When we think about government, it's really a collective effort, each branch playing its part to keep everything running smoothly. Understanding this interconnectedness helps us see how our government functions as a unified system, all working together for the common good. Let's take a closer look at what Sharia law encompasses. It covers religious, moral, and legal codes, serving as a comprehensive framework for many aspects of life. Because of its depth and scope, it's one of the most widely used legal systems across the globe today. What makes it particularly influential is that it's based on Islamic teachings and principles, which guide not only individual behavior, but also community and legal matters. Now, from a global perspective, understanding Sharia law helps us appreciate how diverse legal systems can be rooted in religious and moral values. It's important to see it not just as a set of rules, but as a reflection of a broader worldview that seeks justice and moral integrity. The key here is recognizing that Sharia law plays a significant role in shaping notions of justice and legal practice in many countries. This understanding is crucial as we explore how different cultures and legal systems approach justice on the world stage. Thank you so much for learning with me today. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize the importance of protecting your rights and respecting the law. These are fundamental to creating a fair and just society. When we all understand and uphold these principles, we help build a world where everyone can feel safe and secure. Remember, together, we have the power to create a community that values fairness, safety, and justice. It's all about working together to build a safe and just society for everyone. Thank you again for your attention and commitment to these important values.